Hello everyone, it is Christian here. My home park, Kennywood. This park has some amazing coasters, and today let's rank all of them. So now let's start the rankings. Number 8 is Little Phantom. This Molina & Sons kiddie coaster is a miniature version of the Phantom's Revenge. This ride is for all ages, and there is no height minimum, so you can ride this as much as you want as an adult. This ride goes around twice in a cycle and is a little whippy and has some aggressive elements for a kid's coaster, but it's still nice for everyone. Number 7 is Exterminator, made by Reverchon. A spinning wild mouse is fully enclosed and you can't see inside. This ride has some nice but outdated theming and I like it. I'm not a fan of rides in the dark, so this isn't high on the list for me. Number 6 is Racer. This PTC racing wooden coaster is a Mobius loop coaster, so you start on one side and finish on the other. Its ride is filled with small dips and turns with an occasional airtime moment. The drop at the end gives a nice moment of airtime. This is one of the 3 well-preserved classic wooden coasters. Number 5 is Jackrabbit. This 1920s John A. Miller wooden coaster has some very nice drops, but none of the drops can compare to the Double Down. This drop starts with a dip and then another dip, and it gives a crazy moment of airtime, and I love this. Sitting in the back is terrifying, and it gives a crazy moment of airtime that feels illegal. It's also very smooth for a 1920 wooden coaster. Number 4 is Phantom's Revenge. I know I will get baptized for this, but this Aero Morgan hypercoaster has a height of 188 feet and a second drop of 232 feet. This ride reaches a top speed of 85 miles an hour. This ride starts with a drop and gets to the 232-foot drop. Then the ride ends with an onslaught of airtime hills. The airtime on this ride is also terrifying and feels more illegal than the Jackrabbit. The only reason I am not as high on this ride is because in the back it can be a little rough and too much for me. But for most people, it'll be okay. Number 3 is Skyrocket. This ride features an LSM launch and reaches a speed of 50 miles an hour. This ride is very nice in the first half and really tapers off in the second half. The inversions in this ride are nice and occasionally whippy. It features a 0G roll, cut back, and a corkscrew. This ride would be my favorite ride in the park, but the second half is so horrible I can't rank it any higher. Number 2 is Thunderbolt. This converted John A. Miller wooden coaster has some very extreme lateral forces, and you're required to ride with a partner. And the drops on this ride are no short of a blast. There is one moment on this ride, right before the lift, that gives a terrifying moment of airtime. I like the speed on this ride, and it is a slam dunk to be the best wooden coaster out of the 3 classic ones in the park. Lastly, number 1 is Steel Curtain. This S&S Hyperlooper is an amazing ride. It has 9 inversions, and although the ride is unreliable, it is very fun. It reaches a top speed of 70 miles per hour. The 0G stall over the midway is my favorite element, and the view from the bridge with this coaster is amazing. Thanks for watching my favorite Kennywood coasters, and I hope you all have a great day. Christian Gear signing out. Goodbye.